Hello everyone, this is Scott from DailyStudio.com. Today we'll be looking at ADW Cleaner. I want to give you a quick overview of what the program is, why it's so useful, and why you should pretty much have this thing on standby or on your computer at any time. So for instance, let's say I have something annoying like the Ask Toolbar installed on my computer, or another form of toolbar, or something that's taking over my home page, or some annoying adware that's giving ads all over my browser and I don't know how to get rid of them. ADW Cleaner is short for Adware Cleaner, and it was originally created for this simple purpose. It is by far probably one of the most in-depth tools that is so small and lightweight, because it doesn't actually install. It puts temporary files onto your computer and it can be deleted. It's almost like a portable antivirus scanner. It's like Malwarebytes, but you don't have to install it and keep it updated. If when you want to change it, you could just download it from the site and you don't have to worry about it. But this thing is great because it checks a wide variety of services, including services, folders, files, shortcuts, schedule tasks, registry cleaner, your Internet Explorer items such as the home page, along with Firefox and Chrome. It's a very, very powerful tool. And I'm going to do a scan with it. I'm not going to probably go through and finish it, but I want to quickly go over it. I've used this a lot on computers personally when I'm trying to remove malware, especially if it's not like anything that's really hooked into the system or it's not anything that's causing performance issues, but it's just browser level junk. This is a far better alternative than Malwarebytes because it's much faster. ADW Cleaner is much faster than any alternative that you will find because it just scans for the main things where Adware normally hides. It scans very quickly. It gets the job done and it removes it. Most of the time though, you'll be opted to have to restart the PC for it to remove. And the only time you'll ever suffer any major issues is if one or two things. One, it's a program that is not becoming unhooked, in which case you may have to use another thing like Malwarebytes to supplement Adware Cleaner and to remove it entirely, or go through your uninstall manager or favorite uninstall tool to fix it. The other situation where it probably is not going to help you is when you have how do you say, an extension. An extension or add-on for Firefox and Chrome may not be able to be removed. I've run across this several times. When they install a bad extension, Adware Cleaner is not removing the extension. What it's doing is it's trying to change the settings that it altered in the browser. And while that normally will fix your problems, it doesn't always do that. It won't do it just for the simple fact that it can't hook in the way that it needs to. It's not a bad program by any means. It's not that it's flawed. It's just it can't hook in to remove a tool such as an extension because it doesn't have elevated privileges. But it's still a very handy tool. If you run across basic issues, most of the time you'll see it fixing Internet Explorer or toolbars or any of the junky things that may be on your browser. But a lot of the times you may get extensions that are not properly removed. However, what I found is that if I go to remove the extension through the administration panels of both Chrome and Firefox, and I scan afterwards, all the settings should be put back to the way they were before, as if it never happened. The main things that I can say with this tool is while it's not perfect, it's definitely a wonderful tool to use. It's not a full-fledged antivirus, it's just a secondary scanner, but it's performed very well, at least when it comes to basic checkup and removing basic issues. It pretty much does a complete clean of any main adware or spyware that you're going to get for your browser. So if you ever have any problems with your browser, such as ads popping up or any other malware that you suspect is in your browser or causing your web browsing to be altered, whether it's through a proxy, whether it's through a program, whether it's through an extension, try running Adware Cleaner through it and it should get rid of it. In which case, if it doesn't, always supplement with Malwarebytes Anti-Malware. This will pretty much get the job done, and it may detect things that Malwarebytes doesn't, simply because of the fact that it uses a different database and they target different things. Malwarebytes does have Adware Cleanup, but it's not the most powerful. It mostly targets after Trojans and other powerful viruses that are mostly malware that's hooked into the system. If you haven't used Adware Cleaner, I really recommend you give it a shot. It is probably the fastest and the easiest tool to remove adware and other junk that is hooked into your browsers. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned for the next video. Put in the comments below what you think, If you've used the tool, share us with your opinions, and if you haven't used the tool yet, try running a scan, see what comes up. I ran a scan earlier, and I want to go through. It has found program data. A lot of these are not actually bad; they're just not useful. Hotspot shield, a bunch of program junk that I don't even know of. YTD video downloader, again, Baidu, lame. Duplicate records, it goes there and it finds random files from ad networks. Shortcuts, it's found no shortcuts. Scheduled task was driver booster, that can actually be canceled. Registry, it's found some registry items that are not needed, and some that I actually would recommend I keep, but that's them. And it doesn't have anything specific for the browsers. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.